Here is my review of the Deer and Doe Mistral dress. Now it comes in a knit version and a woven version. I made the knit version, so I'm going to talk you through that and some tips and tricks along the way. I used an ITY jersey knit. Now the bulk of this construction is just 4 really long seams. So you've got your 2 side seams, then 1 at your center front and 1 at your center back. Now my tip for here, when you're sewing these really long seams on a knit fabric, is what you want to do is start at one end, and when you get to about halfway, flip the dress around and start from the end and then meet in the middle. Reason being is when you're sewing with knit fabrics like this, even if you match up the notches, even if you use loads of pins, by the time you get to the end, it just wants to be really uneven. So that is my tip. Start from one end, sew half, then start from the other end. Now, the next part is our shoulder seams. They're really easy to sew. The hardest part is the neck facing, and it's not hard at all. For interfacing for this, I used a whisper weft, which is just a lightweight fusible interfacing. You don't need to go buy fancy stretch knit interfacings, just use what you've got. Now, in the instructions, it does say to clip into the seams on this. We all know I don't like clipping, so just trim it down to 5mm, turn it through, understitch it, and then just do some bar tacking to hold that facing in place on the shoulder seams and at your center front. So I'll show you a close up here so you can see what I mean. Now, the next thing you got to do is hem the sleeves and hem the skirt. Now, I used a cover stitch machine. If you don't have one of them, that's fine. Just use a double needle, twin needle, or you could just use a zigzag on your domestic machine. I give this pattern a 9 out of 10. I think it's just such a quick, easy construction, and the end result is just, it's so good for such minimal effort. So that is my review of the Mistral dress. I hope you enjoyed.